Hello everyone, my name is Rolex and thank you so much for watching this channel. A channel talks about investing in stock market and also how you can be financially independent. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the topics that was requested by one of my subscribers, and the topic is how can you buy and sell shares on Ugandan Stock Exchange. If you're new to this channel, it means you might not be knowing what the share means. So basically, a share is a unit of ownership of a company. Let's take, for example, a Stanbic Bank. If you're in Uganda, you're familiar with Stanbic Bank, and it is listed on Uganda's Securities Exchange. And if you own shares in Stanbic Bank, it means you own part of Stanbic Bank. Basically, that's what a share means. So what do you need to buy shares on Uganda Securities Exchange? Basically, you need like 4 things. So let me outline them, then I can go deep into details, step by step, how the process goes. Number 1, basically, you don't need anything else apart from passion. Any investment starts from the love of the project or any investment. So you need a passion to start investing. Why do you need to be passionate about it? As every venture, every investment, it has ups and downs, because shares goes up and they go down. So if you don't love what you're doing, the shares may go down and you get frustrated. You find you sell the shares, and at the end of the day, you find you're losing. So that's why you need to love what you're doing, such that in case you're going through the challenges of shares going down, you will not be frustrated and you end up selling. That's a spiritual or strength part of it. So let's go into documentation part. So number 1, basically you need a broker. What does a broker do? A broker is an intermediary or someone or a company that assists you to hold shares on your behalf. So in Uganda, actually, because the Securities Exchange or stock market is not that strong, we only have 5 brokers. Let me list them. Number 1 is Stanbic Bank Group Securities. 2 is Dyer and Breyer. This one is in Kenya and in Uganda. We do have Crested Capital. We have Old Mutual. It is also in Kenya and Uganda. We also have Cheaper Cash. Cheaper Cash actually is an online company that where you can buy and sell shares even internationally if you're from Uganda. So those are the 5 companies. So you need to check one of them in order to start buying shares. So what do you need before going to the broker, or how can you reach the broker to start the investing process? There are 3 ways how you can approach the broker. One is when you go online and you go to Ugandan Securities Exchange and you go to the participants section, you will be able to find those brokers I've talked about and also their addresses, so you can contact them either directly on phone or through the email. I'm also going to be demonstrating how you can find those brokers when we are through with the process. So let's say you have selected the broker. Actually, that's one part where you can contact them directly. Second, there is another way. You can either use one of the telecommunication companies. You can either use Airtel, or you can use also MTN. For me, I use MTN. I will be demonstrating how you can use MTN to contact these companies directly. Another way how you can reach the broker is using Easy Portal. Easy Portal also, it is also on Uganda Securities Exchange website. Basically, you fill the forms, you provide your national ID, you provide they will be able to guide you. Also go through it so that you can see how you can go through. So those are the three ways how you can contact the brokers if you want to start investing in shares. So they will be able to ask you your national IDs, where you stay, and also sometimes if you have the bank statement, they will be able to. Those are the three things they will need if you're going to brokers to start opening. It's called Securities Central Depository Account. That's the account that you will open the broker, where you will be able to be depositing your money and also buying shares, where the shares will be held. So it will be held on Securities Central Depository Account that the broker will assist you to open. So that is number one thing that you will need when you're going to buy shares. Third, because number one was passion, now second is we talked about the broker. Number three, you will need money. In any investment, you will always need capital. So money is needed to start buying shares. So when you have money, actually it is not as much as even as 20,000, 50,000, depending on how rich you are. Investing in shares is one of the cheapest avenues to start investing. So when you have money, you can either you deposit through the bank. When you're opening with the brokers, the broker will give you their account, and also those ones who have MTN mobile option, they will give you their agent number, so that when you're going to deposit, you can deposit using MTN mobile money. So that is a third option. Number four is you need a company that you will be buying. So you need to do research. We have several companies that are listed on Uganda Securities Exchange, but the ones I can vividly remember, we have MTN, we have Airtel, we have Stanbic Bank, we have DFCU, we have Uganda Craze. We have a lot of several companies, others actually across listed from Kenya. We have like KCB, Equity. So we have several companies, over 20 companies that are listed on Uganda Securities Exchange. So you need to do your thorough research so that you don't just buy any company, because also investing in stock market carries a lot of risks. You can lose money as well as you can gain a lot of money. So let's dive into practical. I'm going to be using my phone to show you process by process on how you can start investing in stock market. So let's dive into the phone. As we said, we are going to go practically through how you can buy and sell shares, and also how you can find a broker who can assist you to do your business on Uganda Securities Exchange. So let's go directly to Uganda Securities Exchange. And as I mentioned, if the first process is to look for the broker, you can either use Easy Portal. So for the Easy Portal, you click directly, you go to SSD, that's Securities Central Depository Account, which you want to open. So you can see create an account. If you create an account, it will let's try to click on here. It will ask you the full name, email address, and you create an account. How you can either Facebook or Google, how you create an account. After creating, you register, then it will prompt you to select a broker. They will ask you for your ID and ID number, so you can follow this process to send the documents to the broker to start opening an account. So by the time you start this process, you need to know which broker you're going to be dealing with. So this is one of the process. So let's go directly to Securities Exchange. I show you the Airtel Uganda, BAT Uganda, Airtel, these are the that are going through. You can see these are the list of the companies that are listed. So let's go to, I want to show you the list of brokers that you can happily use on the number one is Cheaper. This Cheaper is an online application. Actually, if you're in Uganda and you want to buy international companies, I've used it before. It's a very it's a good application. I'm not recommending it, but I've bought Apple, I've bought Facebook, I've bought you can buy international USA companies using this Cheaper. If you're in Kenya, if you're in Nigeria, if you're in Ghana, I think in Rwanda also has been. So there is Crested Capital. Crested Capital also, you can use it. You can see there is numbers, there is email, there is also Dye and Breyer. This one is in Uganda and Kenya. There is Stanbic Bank Securities. Also it has Uganda and Kenya. There is Old Mutual, also Uganda and Kenya. So these are the five brokers that you can use if you want to start your journey. So by the time you go to do this as shares buying and selling, you have to have in mind the brokers. So maybe I can give you a small hint. Like for me, who invest in Kenya and Uganda, I prefer companies that have offices in Kenya and Uganda. In case I have any issue, I don't need to go to Kenya. I can just pass by Ugandan office to help me. So that's one what you will be looking at Uganda Securities Exchange. As I said also, they are also listed companies. Let's check listings. So if you go to listed securities, they are called the equities. It will so these are the list of companies: British American Tobacco, Uganda, Bank of Baroda. This is called DFCU, EBL, East African Brewers Limited. This is cross-listed from Kenya. There is Jubilee. This Kenyaways is no longer, actually this website is not updated. Kenyaways was delisted from Kenya and it was taken back by the government. This New Vision Printing and Public Communication. This is one of the largest companies in Uganda for New Vision, printing. This is Stanbic Bank, the largest banking company in Uganda. Uganda Craze, Uganda Equity. Equity is also cross-listed from Kenya. KCB also cross-listed from Kenya. National Insurance Company. National Media is also cross-listed from Kenya. Centum. So there are a lot of, you can see, not as many as in Kenya. There's also MTN, one of the largest telecommunication company in Kenya. So these are the companies, if you're planning to invest on Uganda Stock Exchange, you can look into, and if you're interested, you just start buying. So this is the website, use.or.ug. You can go through it and check everything, and also actually it gives you how to invest. It will give you also the process, types of investors, know your customer. So if you individuals, you will need 3 passport photos, you need identification documents, they need IDs or national fully executed Form A. This Form A is given by the broker, which will fill a summary of nature of business, a disclosure of appetite. They will have to tell the guest how risky it is. So this is to a Ugandan national. You will need 3-card passport, identification documents, fully executed Form A. It's provided by the broker, and also you have to tell them details of your business, if you're employed, if you're in anything that you do. So for the East African, if you're Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, this is almost the same because now we are East African. If you're foreigner, not from any other part of Africa or in part of the world, you'll still need the same things. Basically, that's how you can start to invest. These are the details that you need. So basically, that's how you can start the process, and also you can use this website to help you to get more information about Uganda Securities Exchange if you're planning to invest. So another process how you can use how you can start the process of buying shares on stock market is using the mobile phone, which is me. I use MTN, a telecommunication company. So if you press star 165 hash, it will bring you options. These options, you choose 6, which is financial services. So for financial services, you select 6, Uganda Securities Exchange. If you want to apply for Securities Central Depository Account, you select 1 and send. Is the same also process the other one. You press your national ID and it will ask you to select which broker you're interested in, so you can go through it. And so let's go back 165. Now we go to how you can buy shares. The same 6, financial service, you press 6 again. So the same process of buying and selling shares, the same. If you want to sell, you press 3. If you want to buy, let's, for example, try to buy shares, 2. Then this is my account, my broker account, number 1 ID. Then you can go to, you select. By the time you start purchasing shares, you already know which share you're going to. Let's, for example, select Stanbic Bank Uganda. Then is this the price you are willing to pay, or you want to pay below, or you want to pay above? So let's say press 52, which is the share that the Stanbic Bank is offering. So share, enter the price. So let's say 52, that's the share price. So here the minimum amount you can buy is 100 shares. So if you want to buy more than, you can press accept, number 1. Then you can put your PIN number to start purchasing. By the time you purchase number, the mobile money, the amount money you have on your account will be deducted. Then it will be sent to the broker. The broker will execute. Unfortunately, unfortunate part of our Ugandan Securities Exchange, we don't have online trading platform like Nairobi Securities has, where you can do it online. Practically, you buy, you sell without the interruption of a broker. The broker only holds your shares. Actually, I'm planning also to do the practical part of how you can be able to buy shares and sell shares on Nairobi Securities Exchange, as is the largest exchange in East Africa, and which you should be interested in because it's the most liquid. So that's how basically, practically, you can purchase, sell, and also start the process of buying shares. Thank you. Let's go to the video part. Hope you enjoyed the practical lessons. So, and as I said, before going to invest in any stock market, you need to be passionate, and the most importantly, you just don't follow any other advice. You need to do what you call fundamental analysis, which you have to check the balance sheet, to check the earnings. Then you also need to do the quality part, where to buy. So you most of the time you have to wait when the price is low so that you can buy. Also, if you see that the earnings, also the profitability is good, you don't have to wait for the price to go down, because sometimes the price does not go down, especially when the prospects of the company are very good. As I said, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of information about investing in stock market. Have a wonderful day. Good day. Bye-bye.